Sharpton, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Unfortunately, the world lost a superstar today, a diva. You had a strong relationship with her. Tell me about your relationship with Aretha Franklin.
Well, Aretha Franklin, I knew from the church when I was a boy preacher. She was about 13 years older than me, but her father was this preeminent minister. And as I grew in civil rights, she was always involved in civil rights. She helped Dr. King raise money when he couldn't make payroll. She was involved in the anti-apartheid movement. And then when I started organizing around police brutality and other issues, she would call me. She'd listen to my radio show. Rev Al, tell me about this issue. Tell me about this incident. And she would send us a check to help out.
Wow.
She started coming to some of our events, came to my birthday party, invited me to her birthday. Every year I would go, her Christmas party. She openly would embrace us to give the signal to mainstream world that what we said meant something. To have the gravitas of Aretha Franklin come to your situation, whatever it is, to have her, have you there, she would always give you a shout out if she knew you were there from the stage, added the kind of validity and validation, I would say, to the movement. She was committed. I spent hours in dressing rooms talking to her. She was committed to civil rights and human rights and would have wanted people to know that she was not only the greatest female vocalist, but that she was a freedom fighter.
She was a great, obviously, she did great thing for civil rights as a performer. And, you know, you were in the music industry for a long time. How would you describe her performances live and, you know, her albums? How would you describe how she performed?
You know, the authenticity of Aretha Franklin should never be underplayed. She never gave up that gospel intonation. Even during secular concerts, she'd break out in a gospel song and do a Holy Ghost dance. And she really brought the black church kind of core into the mainstream to where people around the world would know it and celebrate it. And her songs were the soundtrack of where America went. She started in the Jim Crow era in the 60s and lasted 60 years. So when you go from when she started, blacks in the South were still in the back of the bus, and where she ended, she had sang at the inauguration of the first black president. As you chart Aretha Franklin, you charted the growth of America.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sharpton. I appreciate it.